Welcome back, all you beautiful people, to this channel, Red Eye Gaming here. We're here today for another episode of Too Fast, Too Duelist, our Speed Duel series. I'm here with Dakota. How are you today, sir?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm dandy. Getting back into the groove of work, you know, third shift life.
You know what I used to eat for breakfast? Cocaine. You know what I used to eat for lunch? Cocaine.
So, before we get into everything, we do ask for, you know, the YouTube necessities. Please, if you are so willing, we do ask for a like, a comment, and a subscribe down below. We do interact with the comments as best as we can, as fast as we are able to. And we do have a goal as far as subscribers are concerned. We have a goal on this channel for 100 subscribers. And as a reward to you guys for getting us to 100 subscribers, we plan to watch and review Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, and then open up these lovely little packs that I found from back in the olden days, you know, back when we were still kids.
Yeah, the movie theater packs.
We're gonna open those on camera for you guys. See what we pull. Waterpawn.
Waterpawn. The most broken card ever.
Formalities out of the way then. This is a Speed Duel series, as I said, where you have a giant wheel you're looking at right now that has all the unassigned skills so far left in Speed Duels. We will then each spin the wheel one time, get assigned a skill. We'll take 20 minutes to build a deck around the skill. And then after the 20 minutes, we will come together for a match best 2 out of 3 to see who built the better deck or who got screwed over by their skill harder.
With that being said, I'll take the first spin.
Spin numero uno.
See what we land on here.
Numero uno.
Oh, it's cold. It's Jinzo.
It's Jizz.
Jizz. Well, this
I'm
can
not playing
be.
traps this week.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is kind of bad in a way.
Interesting? I don't know.
Is it a
that
card?
First line of text is weird.
Is it a card that says Jinzo, but it has nothing to do with Jinzo?
No, it has something to do with Jinzo, but I don't think we've had a skill yet that can do this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's Jinzo is obviously an Esperoba skill for a skill activation. At the start of the duel, flip this card over. For the effect, Jinzo, monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's skill cards. There's more to it, but that's what I was saying. Have we had a skill card that can interact with your opponent's monsters yet?
We haven't landed on one, but I remember it was like either the last week or the week before off camera, I was talking about certain skill cards. And I did read one off. The one that I read was a skill card that revolves around Blackluster Soldier and the Magician of Chaos.
Once per turn during your main phase, if you control Jinzo, you can look at one face down card in your opponent's spell trap zones, and if it's a trap, draw one card. That doesn't help you when you know what you're playing.
No, yeah, this is bad.
So this doesn't even turbo out Jinzo.
I'll just start by saying that this is probably a very strong skill card because, again, I think that traps are actually like very reliable in Speed Duels, but because you know what I'm playing, it's like counterintuitive now.
Yeah, I could totally see this being very powerful if you didn't know what your opponent was playing, like a normal Speed Duel match would be.
Yeah.
Well, shall we spin again?
Yeah, we're gonna spin again. Man. I hope you just land on one that like just says something about spell cards now.
Cloudians.
Cloudians, yes.
Or I get a trap centric skill.
Union combination.
Oh, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, you're playing unions, man. Good luck.
This would be the first time I think ever that I've played union cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Intentionally. Union combination is a Kaiba skill. Flip this card over when you activate this skill. For the effect, once per turn during your main phase, you can place one card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, then special summon one light machine fusion monster from your extra deck that cannot be fusion summoned, using monsters from your field or graveyard as material, ignoring its summoning conditions. For the rest of this turn, your opponent takes no damage. So that sounds like XYZ Cannon Turbo.
Yeah, like
not even Turbo, because I have to have them on the field or graveyard. So rather than banishing them like normal, I would just use this card to do it.
Okay, so yeah, the skill card is allowing you to use the stuff in the graveyard as well, not just the field. You bottom a card, and that's you performing like using the skill card as like a poly.
Yes.
But you still need to have access to the materials.
Right, but what I'm saying is, do they then banish from my graveyard, or do they not banish if I'm ignoring the condition?
I'd imagine.
Would they just stay in the graveyard?
I'd imagine you would have to banish because it says that you can use the stuff in the grave as well.
It's also a once per turn. I'm not limited to like in the duel.
That's pretty crazy because like
it just says, I mean, the main drawback is I can't do damage to you that turn then.
yeah, but it's like when you're summoning I think it's a 2800 beater.
Yes, 2800, and it can pop as long as I have hand.
Is the pop restricted? Is it any card? Is it monster card? Is it face up?
Discard one card, then target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target.
Okay.
Just any card, I guess.
Okay.
No restriction.
Well, at least you still need to have setup, but it is kind of crazy that a card like that, a once per turn, not a once per duel, because we ran into like some other cards that are once per duel and the payoff is not as good as a XYZ Dragon Cannon.
Especially since XYZ Dragon Cannon's effect is also not once per turn.
Is it really not?
Nope, it's not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not once per turn.
Okay, sure. All right, so we have Kaiba versus Esperoba.
Man, what a Battle City duel we never got, probably for good reason.
Because Kaiba would just smoke him.
Well, could you imagine if Esperoba like hadn't been caught cheating yet, and he faces Kaiba and his brothers are just like, there's some weird ass blue card in his hand. I don't know what it is. What do you mean you don't know what that card is?
Yeah. Yeah, this will be interesting. to say the least. You ready to deck build?
Oh, we'll see, I guess.
All right, buddy. Well, let's do it.
All right. Alrighty. All right, guys, we are back after the 20 minutes of deliberation. I did not have to go the full 20 minutes with what feels like the first time in forever, which is very nice. I was able to get some test hands, and we are looking pretty solid today. I gotta tell you, just like Mother Russia in the old Soviet Union days, the machine keeps on turning. Let's keep going here. We're playing the XYZ archetype. So to start off here, I've got the two Union monsters that are beneficial, or not beneficial, they're pivotal for the strategy. Y Dragon Head and Z Metal Tank. So with Y Dragon Head, basically I can equip this to a Z Metal Tank or an X Head Cannon. A monster equipped with this card gains 400 attack and defense, and if it would be destroyed, I can destroy the equipped card instead. Z Metal Tank is essentially the same thing, but if a monster is equipped with it, that monster gains 600 attack. X Head Cannon is vanilla. I kind of don't want to summon him, even though he's high level. That's why I have a card later on. But he is pivotal to bring out XYZ Dragon Cannon or any other fusion I have that requires him. One Jinzo, just in case Dakota is playing trap cards for some reason, I can out that, or just, you know, as a way to get a cheap 1-star beater on the field. Bashing Shield, in case I don't really want to go into my summons, because if I go into my summon with my skill, it will lock me out of doing damage that turn. 3 Book of Moon, this is going to be pretty pivotal because I can't play trap cards really with his Jinzo strategy. So if he has any high level monsters with high attack that I want to get rid of. Next up, Foolish Burial. This is here primarily just to send X-Head Cannon to the graveyard. Tribute to the Doomed is here. This is a very late edition. Discard a card, target a monster on the field, destroy it. Probably the most important spell card of the deck is Union Hanger. It's a field spell. So when this card is activated, I can add a Light Machine Union monster from deck to hand. Once per turn, if a Light Machine Union monster is normal or special summoned to your field, except in the damage step, I can target one of those monsters and equip one appropriate Light Machine Union monster with a different name from your deck to that monster, but that Union monster is unable to be special summoned this turn. So essentially what the big play is, hopefully use Foolish or Tribute or something to get X-Head Cannon either onto the field or in the graveyard. Use Union Hanger to bring out Y or Z, then you summon it to gain the other one from deck, and I suddenly have all 3 of my cards to play into XYZ very easily. Side deck, just in case for some reason this consistency isn't working, I wanted a second win con, so I'm playing Ancient Gear Golem. 2 tributes required for him. He can't be special summoned. You've seen him before. Spell and trap cards cannot be activated once he declares an attack until the end of the damage step, and he gets piercing battle damage. Just to make summoning him a little easier, I could swap out some Union Hangers for some Ancient Gear Castle if I need to, and Galaxy Cyclone is here for some back row removal that isn't a trap card. Extra deck is all the same archetype. It's 3 XYZ, 1 XY, 1 XZ, and 1 YZ. So XYZ, its effect is I can discard a card, target one card your opponent controls, destroy that target, and the rest of them have a variation of that. I can discard a card for XY to target a face-up spell or trap card, destroy it. XZ targets a face-down spell or trap card and destroys it, and YZ targets a face-down monster and destroys it. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, you know, the cog keeps turning, the machine keeps on rolling. Yep, factories, assemblies are going. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I do know where I will be heading. Game 1. We'll see you there.
All right, guys, we're back after 20 minutes. This was a close call. Yeah, this is the deck. So yeah, bad part, he knows that I'm playing Jinzo, but because of the skill making me play Jinzo, I am going to play it. I could have been like super cheeky and just been like, nope, not playing Jinzo. I'm just gonna play a bunch of other stuff, but here we are. So there's no easy way to bring Jinzo out in this deck. So there's only the one thing that you can do, which is special Cyber Dragon going second and then tribute summon the Jinzo. But because he knows I'm playing Jinzo, that's probably not gonna be a safe pick. 3 Reflect Bounder. This is essentially a way to get damage onto him without actually being able to attack him. Same thing for the Amazoness Swordswoman. I think this paired up with the Reflect Bounder can possibly do enough damage with him trying to special summon big fusions maybe every turn. I don't know how consistent the deck is going to be. Next, we have 3 copies of Soul Release. Because I know he needs his stuff in the graveyard, I can banish them. 3 copies of D-Spell. Because I know he's probably not going to be playing trap cards. Even if he's setting spell cards, I can still out them. Same thing for the 1 double Cyclone. Finally, we have 2 Solitary Sword of Poison. I can equip this to one of my monsters, and when it declares an attack or something attacks it, its attack and defense become double. The one con to this card is that I can only have the 1 monster on the field. If I summon another monster, the equip spell falls off. For the side, 3 DD Crow, just extra ways to banish his stuff out of the graves, keep him out off those fusions. And then 3 7 Completed. I didn't know exactly what to properly side. I don't know what he's going to be playing, and I am somewhat restricted because if I summon the Jinzo, I can't play my own trap cards. So this way I can at least buff the Jinzo, the Cyber Dragon, or the Reflect Bounder. For the side deck, it's just bluffs just in case. So yeah, that's the deck. I'm curious on to see how this is going to turn out. There's not many consistency cards when it comes to Jinzo. The only one that we have is the trap card. And because the trap card only activates if he activates a trap card, there's no sense in playing it. Because of that, I'm solely relying on the monsters to hold them off and the spells to keep them off the fusions. So with that in mind, we're gonna have to try to do our best. We're gonna need a miracle to win, but let's just go ahead and see how the games go. All right, buddy, here we are. 20 minutes is up. How is your deck building going?
It's apparently a lot better than yours.
Yeah, I had some trouble.
I got time for test hands this week.
For you guys watching, I actually was like going through my tabs, trying to make sure I was okay with the ban list, checking with my skill card, checking with other potential cards, and I timed out on Dueling Book, so I had to rebuild everything all over again with like 5 minutes left. But I remembered most of it, so, you know, that's a plus.
Well, you've made a mistake getting into my tournament.
I made a mistake by landing on the card that telegraphs what I'm doing.
Hey, mine did too. It's just better.
Yeah, so the skill card's not going to reach its full potential this time around, but I think I have a chance here. Oh man,
we're doing this again.
Yeah, we're doing this again. Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I will take it.
I almost picked rock too.
All right. Big decision on my end here. What to decide? You know what? I'll take the extra card.
Okay. I will happily go first then.
All right. Do it up.
Show me your moves. I will start standby to main.
All good.
Do I have to activate
this? Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to start real easy. I'm going to start with a normal summon of X-Head Cannon, followed by Bashing Shield.
Okay, sure.
And that's my turn.
I will draw. Standby to main. That's a pretty big monster you have there, but
be a shame if
what?
What?
You just said if
Yeah, I was making a joke there.
Okay.
Because you were like, it's a pretty big monster. I was like, yeah, it'd be a shame if it I was waiting for you to throw a card down.
No, I was just, you know, recognizing the game state, and you have a pretty big X-Head Cannon right there.
Oh, okay. I was expecting like an offering slap down or something like that. Like, oh, it's a shame, isn't it?
We're going to start things off with a normal summon of Reflect Bounder.
So you are going Esperova.
For as much fun as it would be for you to attack into my guy, I don't want you to have like the setup then to establish another body. So I'm actually going to activate D-Spell and pop your... Ooh. Yeah. And I have an equipped spell as well. Solitary Sword of Poison.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Battle. I will swing and his attack will become double.
Yeah, so 34 is 24 minus 8 would be 16, and then I take 18 per the effect.
No. The effect only happens if you attack him.
Oh, okay.
That is my turn, bud.
Interesting. Stand by to main.
All good.
Activate Tribute to the Doomed. Targeting Reflect.
Yeah, just
Sending Z for tossed.
Yep. What's this? Is someone messaging us?
I don't know.
Oh, the guy who's watching it is want to run a match after this one?
I'm going to activate my skill then. I will place this card on the bottom of my deck, and then I will banish Z and X to summon XZ Tank Cannon. And if that's fine, I will then declare his effect. Actually, I can't remember. I didn't do card in hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, no point attacking this turn, so I'll pass there.
All right, I will draw. We'll go standby to main. Let's go ahead and I guess I have to try, right? Let's normal summon Amazoness Swordswoman.
Wow. You built this thing so cheap. Okay. Okay. What is that? 900? Yeah.
If I attack, I don't know if it's better to risk like you drawing a monster,
because that would still be destroyed. I would just take the damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that does leave you wide open, and then I can't attack next turn.
Yeah. So honestly, I do think that the play is I have to just pass here.
Okay. Stand by to main.
All good.
This might not be the correct play, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Sure.
I'm gonna activate Book of Moon, targeting your Swordswoman.
Oh, okay.
I'll go battle.
Yeah.
And I will swing in. That is my turn.
I will draw, standby to main. This is not good value at all.
All right, let's see it.
Special Sidra.
Damn, okay.
Tribute.
For Jinzo. Wow, are you gonna crash?
I don't know if
You
it's worth
and
it.
then we're in a total top deck mode then if you crash, dude.
Honestly, it's like,
I mean, you're better off there because you still have all 4,000 of your life points.
I'm not really though, because if like
I also don't have any material in my graveyard to use for a fusion.
Yeah, so like even if you top deck a monster, you could like summon the monster, sure, but you would still have to crash your guy if you want to get in with your monster. And the same would be the same way if I try to crash, you top deck a monster and you get in. Since I think it's better to wait to see what it is that I potentially draw, it's better for you to attempt to crash.
Oh, man. I was really hoping, the chaos in me was really hoping you would do it.
No.
Stand by to main?
Yep.
Yeah, why not? Let's normal summon Y Dragonhead, and I will go battle.
Sure.
And I will attempt to crash.
Okay.
And then I will swing in for 15.
I'll take it.
That's my turn.
Go ahead.
Okay.
My deck has
Stand
betrayed
by
me.
to main?
Yep.
How bad has your deck betrayed you?
Pretty bad right now.
This bad?
Yep.
Because that's lethal. That's
Yeah.
lethal if I do it.
Yeah.
Battle?
Yep, you got it.
Yep. All right.
Back to the
All
drawing
right.
board. All right, game
dude.
2. Man, that was
Two.
rough.
Your choice again.
I still think that going second is better.
I will say, last duel, it did come down to a couple good top decks for me
Yeah.
at the right time. Like my last 2 top decks, the Y Dragonhead as an extra monster, and then Bashing Shield to get lethal damage. And then when I top decked Tribute to the Doom at the right time.
Yep.
Yeah. Might have been luck on the draw on that one. Well, I guess we'll see how this game goes.
I knew that this was going to be a duel with power spells mostly.
I'm going to start with going to standby phase before I do anything. I guess I do that sometimes.
Okay.
Standby to main.
Yep.
I'm going to start with Foolish Burial.
Sure.
Next, I can into the graveyard. Then I'm going to activate Union Hanger, monster from deck to hand, Y Dragonhead.
Okay.
And then I will normal summon Y Dragonhead, which will then use the second effect of Union Hanger.
Target one of those, equip it with one Union monster with a different name from your deck.
I'm pretty much forced into Z Metal Tank. Because Z Metal Tank is equipped, Y Dragonhead gains 600.
Sure.
I will then set a card, pass to you.
I will draw. Standby to main. Let's go ahead and special summon Cyber Dragon.
I'm gonna book that.
Okay. Let's normal summon Reflect Bounder. I will just pass.
Okay. Standby to main.
Oh, good.
I think I'm going to special summon the Z Metal Tank and unequip it.
Thinking on res.
That's fine.
All right, so before you do anything else, then I got to do this now.
Okay, that's fine. Go for it.
I'm going to DD Crow the X head.
Discard this card to the graveyard. Target one card in your opponent's graveyard. Banish it. Okay, that's fine. Interesting. Yeah. Although it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
At least like in this situation, like you can still make one. It's just not XYZ.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I wanted to do that now.
I can actually use the effect of Union Hanger on a special summon too, not just a normal summon.
Okay.
I didn't even realize that until just now. I think I'm gonna do that if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing's really happened except for the DD Crow, so.
All right, I'll equip Y. I'll move it over here just for easy's sake.
Sure.
Activate my skill, and I will just banish these two. Oh wait, no, I can't. Never mind. I can't do that this turn because this isn't actually summoned. It's equipped.
I think like the thing is like, but they don't specify that the cards are now treated as like equipped spells.
So it's still treated as a monster.
As to my knowledge, I would say yes, it's still a monster.
Okay, so that I can use my skill then.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll do that then. Banish both. I will bring out. Can you tell I've never used this archetype before?
I mean, it's a shitty archetype.
I will bring out YZ Dragon Tank.
Or get a face down. Okay. You didn't bottom a card.
I'll bottom. There it is. I'll bottom you.
Okay.
So I think the play here is to go to battle phase.
Sure.
I will hit the Cyber Dragon. Okay. And then I will hit Reflect Bounder, taking 15 in the process.
Yes.
And Bounder will destroy itself.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure if you were still taking the 2, but it says before damage calc.
Yeah, I suppose that's all I can do.
Okay.
Well, I turn.
All right.
That was the longest Speed Duel run ever.
that took a while. I will make it very short and brief for you. Reflect Bounder, pass.
Stand by to main.
All good.
Just gonna pass.
Okay. Swordswoman.
Okay.
This isn't like the greatest value, but I think I'm gonna do it anyways, just to get rid of it. I'm going to activate Soul Release.
Oh.
And I'll just banish all cards in your grave.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah. And I'll pass.
I knew you were gonna play that card. I knew it. I just fucking knew it.
Unfortunately, it's been like very bad timing to have it. Like if it was a quick play and I could use it on your turn, it'd be amazing.
Well, luckily I finally drew it. Book of Moon, targeting Reflect Bounder.
Sure. I
will then declare the effect of Tank.
Yeah.
Sending Jinzo for cost.
Why are you playing Jinzo?
You never know when you need some spot shutdown floodgate, you know?
You think that my Jinzo that I'm gonna be playing trap cards?
Hey man, I don't know. Proceed to the battle phase.
Sure.
And I will swing, taking the 6.
Yes, you will.
And I will pass turn.
Standby, main, swordswoman, pass.
Jesus Christ. Activate tribute.
Yeah.
Sending bashing shield for cost.
I mean, you don't want to bashing shield and attack?
I can't. It has to be normal summoned. This was special summoned.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's my turn. Oh, wow, that tied us up.
Yep, that's it.
Wow, what was your hand?
2 spells.
Man, I thought that was pretty, oh, you needed that earlier.
I played so many monsters, and it seemed like for a while there I was on a roll where like I had an opening hand of all monsters, and eventually I had like the DD Crow, but this deck doesn't have a way to get the Jinzo out instantly.
Yeah.
The fastest way that you can do it is if your opening hand is Cyber Dragon and Jinzo, but again, because you know I'm playing Jinzo, this is like actually like the worst card in the deck.
Yeah, so I got kind of lucky in most of my test hands. What most of my test hands were, I was able to open up with, I only played 1 Foolish Burial because the Jinzo, but I was able to open up with the Foolish Burial and Union Hanger, which actually was the last card I added to my deck.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was even a card until I was scrolling through like spells, because like I have like a few spots left to fill. I'm not going to play traps, so what spells can I do? And I was just scrolling through. I was like, okay, continuous, it's whatever. Normal, it's whatever. Quick play, whatever. And then I found field. I'm like, there's probably nothing in field for me. But I was just kind of casually scrolling through, like, oh, I don't know, what's that one? And I was like, oh, that one's literally made for this. I'd be stupid not to play that.
For as good as like the ABC stuff is, honestly, the field spell is the most like important piece of like any union type of deck. It just sets you up, like it searches on activation. You get pluses by normal or special.
Because that's the thing. What I did was I opened that and I opened Foolish Burial. There's my 3 pieces right there. Because I Foolish the X-Head Cannon. I play Union Hanger, special summon Y or Z, and then bring it to hand, and then on summon I can bring the other one out, and then I have all 3. If I have one more card in hand, I can go right into XYZ turn 1.
Like overall, I'm not too much of a fan of these XYZ cards just because they're just very old school. But the fact that they gave you like Union Hanger in Speed Duels, it at least makes the deck consistent.
That made the deck a lot more consistent. I would have had a lot more trouble without that.
But it's still crazy to me that like a skill card as this is just once per turn. But when it came to like the Armed Dragon stuff, it's once per duel.
You probably figured out my extra deck is just 3 XZs or XYZ and then 1 of each of these ones.
Oh, that's okay. I did the same. Kinda.
Nice. What are you doing playing XYZ?
I didn't know. I just figured, throw them in there, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, real question quick before I forget. Were you playing Waking the Dragon?
No.
So what was your set game 1? You didn't play at all?
Double Cyclone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was just playing power.
I thought for sure that was Waking the Dragon, so I didn't pop it.
Nope, I was just playing spells. I figured that you would have at least like quick play spells, so that's why I wanted to play D-Spell. I was playing triple copies of Soul Release. I didn't see it game 1. I saw it game 2, but it was already too late pretty much. I was siding into DD Crow. I did not main deck it. Because you already know that I'm playing Jinzo, I couldn't go like full into like the Jinzo stuff. So I had to like substitute with like these other monster cards. There's actually like quite a few Jinzo spell and trap cards. One of them actually being like pretty good. We're actually getting
one I know of is Amplifier.
Yeah, so like that's the equip spell that makes Jinzo one-sided, so I can still play my trap cards.
Yeah.
But it has like a pretty bad flaw where even if you just add out the equip spell, you out the monster as well. And okay. I already knew that by deck building, Jinzo was going to be a hard body to stick. So I didn't go that route, and I think it's a quick play spell that Jinzo has that if you just have Jinzo, it's a free pop.
Oh, wow.
And then if the card that you destroyed was a trap card, you get bonus effects. So I didn't want to play that just because of a pop to get with Jinzo, and he's already hard to get out, just didn't sound that great. It sounded like a card that was just going to be stuck in my hand. And the best thing that Jinzo has probably is the trap card, because you can activate it when your opponent activates a trap card. You discard a spell or trap and you just get to special Jinzo from the deck.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, we're about to actually get that in revision.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Psychic Shockwave.
Wow. Okay.
And Book of Moon is what I wanted to play, but unfortunately, it's either Cyber Dragon or Book of Moon. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And I'd rather have the body. One, it's big. I felt like going second was just better for this type of a matchup. So getting able to just summon a Cyber Dragon plus a normal summon just sounded really strong to me. Honestly, now thinking about it retrospectively, I should have thought about this when it came to actual deck building. I could have just played Super Poly.
Hey, totally could have.
Yeah, just make the Chimera tech.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly didn't even think about it.
So that'll do it again for another episode of Too Fast to Duelists. We want to thank you guys for your continued support on this channel. If you like what you saw here, leave a comment down below. We normally end this with closing thoughts. So Dakota, closing thoughts for today, sir.
Same as last week, Jinzo's better off blind. Yeah, if you know that you're playing against Jinzo, you're gonna have a very easy time. Yeah, give us ABCs. Give us a reason to play Union Hanger, because that shit would be absolutely busted.
This was the first time I ever played Union monsters, let alone playing the XYZ archetype. Don't look for me to do it again. Well, that'll do it for us this week. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Tune in next week where you'll see another episode of Revision and Speed Duel. Until then, we'll catch you later.
See you guys. Now thinking about it, when you were going over the cards, I'm kind of curious, like going back into the game and seeing you might have actually cheated.
Did I?
I think so, because Y can only attach itself to X.
Oh, really?
And I think that you attached Y to Z.
Oh.
Z can attach itself to either one.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Illegal plays.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
You filthy cheater.
Read your cards.
Oh, man.